Welcome back. Oh my goodness, it has been a second since I have sat down here and I recorded. My life just kind of went and took like 20 different turns. And it's been a second since I've been sitting here and recording, and I'm excited to be back. It's so strange when you like stop doing something, like you get so used to doing something and then you even stop it for like a month and you're like, oh my God, I don't even know the first thing to do when you get back. It's like going to the gym like your whole life and you even take a month off and you're like, yeah, I lost all my progress. And I feel like what's the point of even starting again? Anyways, I'm excited to come back and happy October, by the way. It is officially spooky season, Halloween season, and so very excited. I have my spooky, scary skeleton candy. Right now we have, what do we have? This is gonna be ASMR. Okay, we have our candy corn. And we have these like maple, it smells good. We have like these maple almond kisses. And then we have pumpkin spice. If you've never had this before, it is a pumpkin spice Lenore chocolate. I'm not kidding you, kind of changed my life. Gotta change my life. All right. Every episode I talk about is so relevant in what is going on in my life right now. And so this episode is about do not get comfortable with where you are, whether you are riding a high, whether you are riding a low. Everything is so temporary. And I have an outline, but honestly, I think I'm gonna speak from my brain a little bit. The person I was when I started this podcast is not the same person I am today. When you go through things in this life, you never go back to who you were. You can heal from things in your past, but you will never become the person you were before you healed. You are going to become something entirely different. I've been in positions where I've been challenged, where I had to come out the other end. And I have never come out the other end the same as I was before, because that's just logically not how it happens. I have been in different circumstances where I have become a new person over and over and over again, and I'm consistently growing. And if you watch the first video that I've ever made, I just give off different energy. I am a different girl who started this purely because I was struggling in a hard time. And every single episode I've ever had is me almost talking to myself and me verbalizing what the reality of the situation looks like in hopes that I help somebody else. The reason I say all this is because whether I was in such an amazing point in my life, like I have done things that I did not think Allie would be doing in 2025. I've achieved accomplishments that I couldn't even imagine could be a possibility. Went through lows that I never would have thought Allie would go through. Whether it be that high, whether it be that low, none of it has stayed. And none of it is permanent. It is all temporary. This is such a crucial idea that I have been learning, that when I am riding a high, when I am feeling on top of the world, I have been in places where I feel like I'm riding such a high. The higher the highs, the lower the lows, right? Let's start there. The higher the highs, the lower the lows. And when I'm riding that high and I feel on top of the world, it's so easy to get lost in this is what my life is always gonna look like. I'm constantly gonna keep going up from here. I'm constantly gonna keep moving forward. I'm constantly gonna be going up. It's only up from here. And what I am learning is that you stay humble when you're at that top, because whether you win an Oscar, whether you get the ultimate thing, that's not going to be forever. That is temporary. The people that won Oscars, one day their names will be forgotten. I don't know every person who got an Oscar. I don't know a lot of the people who won a Nobel Peace Prize. You know, like it's amazing, the accomplishments, but it's also reminding yourself, okay, well, this is temporary. You know, like, be grateful for what you have, stay humble, and enjoy where you are, but don't get caught up in, well, I'm putting myself on a pedestal because I'm better than everybody else, and look what I did, and look what I have, and look what you don't have. First of all, the person next to you might not have what you have, but you being as cocky as you are, who are you gonna be in the next year from now, and where are they gonna be? You don't wanna put yourself in a position where you're gonna bite yourself in the ass after. The same goes for when you're riding a low. When I feel like woe is me, and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing in life, I feel like I fell off the wagon and I'm just woe is me, cry me a river, self-pitying, all that stuff, not feeling like good about things in my life, It's temporary. As much as the highs are temporary, the lows are just as temporary. And nothing is forever. And you can utilize that in a beneficial way to realize that wherever you are, keep the mentality of this is life and this is a journey and this is a path and this is what everyone goes through in this life. Life is an ebb and flow. Every feeling and moment is fleeting. Learn to be grateful for the pauses in your life, for the fast pace and for the joy and for the pain. It comes and it goes. Your life will never be complete. You will never feel complete in this life if you cannot learn to love where you are exactly are now, or learn to at least find peace. At least find peace in knowing that where you are right now is where you should be. Everything comes and goes. What comes up comes down. People come and people go. Phases come and go. You are the only thing that will always be consistent. What is the only guaranteed in this life is that you were born and that one day you won't be here. And those are the two guarantees that we have in this life. Everything else is so unpredictable. So when you think that you know where your life is going, think again, because life likes to be lifey. You get to learn from everything and be grateful. It took me feeling low to understand the true feeling of having gratitude, the true feeling of when I do reach those highs, I can get back on whenever I want, that I can take a pause, and that doesn't mean my life is over. Just because you take a moment to yourself, because you're not killing yourself every day, you're not on your routine like an AI robot. Your life is not over. You get to decide your life every single day. You can change your life of what you've known your whole life in a matter of seconds. Once you know that inside of you, you almost can walk around with a calmness knowing that wherever you are in life, whether you love where you are or you don't like where you are, you can change that at any moment. And it can change at any moment. It is a beautiful thing that your life will never consistently look the same. Life would be boring if we knew everything that was going to happen. Without this pain, you wouldn't know what true happiness could feel like. Have you ever gone through such a difficult situation and then gotten through the other side and was like, oh my God, I can breathe. I'm on a mountain right now. I feel so grateful for this moment of peace and happiness. And you would have never been able to feel that true happiness if you didn't feel what the other side looked like. The lower you feel, the higher you feel. Everything in life comes with a balance. Without falling off the edge, you wouldn't be inspired to become more. I think it takes crushing and burning and failing and falling and feeling lost and desperate and hopeless to want more, to get most out of this life. Use it as fuel of, I will never feel like this again. And the reason it's so hard is because your current state a lot of the times feels like this is your forever state. When I was in middle school, in high school, in school in general, I believed, hey, this is my life forever. I'm always gonna be in school. I'm always gonna be a teen. I'm always gonna have the same brain. I'm always gonna have the same friends. I'm always gonna have the same everything. Obviously that's not true, but in the moment it feels so true, like this is your forever state. So for instance, I used to work as a server and I thought that this was gonna be my forever state. At least I thought that that was gonna be a very long time and a long period of my life. I was there for a year, and then out of nowhere I get an opportunity to start going live streaming on TikTok, which by the way, I had no idea you can actually make some sort of career out of that. I'm having the best time and I'm having so much fun with it, but it changed my life. Quit my service job in 2 weeks. Never would have thought that my life would take me there. With all this being said, I actually have the notion of knowing that this is not forever. And yes, it's fantastic and great, and I feel like I'm riding a little bit of a high. I'm also like, okay, this is not like, this could all end tomorrow. Everything that I'm doing, like just like that service job, like everything can end tomorrow. It was the most amazing thing being able to be in a position where I can quit and now I can move to anywhere that I want freely without having to worry about the money aspect of it, yet knowing the background that even though I'm in this position now, it's not going to be my forever, and this doesn't mean that I'm forever going to sustain this. In my head, I'm like, you know what? Take it in, be grateful for what you have, but don't get cocky and don't get caught up in this could be my whole life and that my life is always gonna look like this and it's always gonna be this high, because it's not. And I'm already feeling that. But being able to know what it was like working at a job that I wasn't feeling fulfilled at, and now being able to work and do something remote and have a blast with it makes me feel so grateful, because I knew what it was like to work a job that didn't make me feel good inside. And having an opportunity like I have now is like a wake-up call that there's more to life. Number one, your life can change at any moment, and for the good, for the worse, just be in the present moment. And this is what you have right now, and this is not my forever state. And I realize that, and I understand that. It's scary though. It is scary. It's 100% scary. There's no going around that. I'd just like to have this awareness to know that good can come out, like this could be utilized in a good way. But it's also to bring me back to reality that be grateful for where you are, because there's gonna be another challenge that comes your way. There's always gonna be another challenge. I don't care how many accomplishments you have where you think you are so perfect in life. Life doesn't stay perfect forever. And that's okay, because then you can have another bad moment and then it'll lead you to another great moment. Knowing this, a state that you are in, if you are unhappy right now, change it. You have everything to change where you are right now. You're not happy with where your life is, take a chance and change it. What's worse? Putting yourself out there, failing, and having a sliver of chance of being all that you want in this life, or to just stay where you are miserable and unhappy and not give yourself the opportunity to change. I mean, the choice is yours. Know this, if you don't close a door, other doors won't open. You have to allow things to come into your life. You just have to have that faith of knowing that I'm unhappy with where I am. Why am I doing this to myself? You're gonna get more opportunities if you allow life to give it to you, and then take them. When you get an opportunity, take it and just ride the wave, and then another one will come and another one will come. And at least you're moving further away from where you were unhappy, and then you're gonna look back and be like, wow, different person. I used to have really bad acne. My skin was like the biggest insecurity for me. I was on Accutane for a long time. I remember when it was at like my worst, my acne, I wouldn't leave the house. I didn't want to do anything. I felt so insecure. Like literally catch me doing anything when my skin was breaking out. You wouldn't. I was in my room, stuck. Like no one could make me leave. I really believe that when I had acne, my life was, I was gonna be 80 years old with acne. Never thought that I'd be able to walk outside these doors again, feeling confident. I get on Accutane, my skin is the most clear, most beautiful it's ever been. I'm actually in a state right now where my skin is breaking out, but I will never act the way that I acted the first time that my skin was like this, because I know that there's a way out. And it takes you going through something to grow into that person. Even though if I went back to square one and my skin was that bad, I'm a different person. I've healed, and I could be put in the same spot, but I'm never gonna be the girl that I was before I went through that and healed. I'm the girl who now understands that this is a temporary spot, and if I want a change, I'm gonna find the change. But I also have the understanding that my life is gonna come with more challenges, and that this is not gonna be my forever. And I'll find more abundance and more happiness in my life, but leading life with that humble mentality of this can be taken at any second and my life is not always gonna be like this, just brings so much ease. And I don't feel as tied down and as stressed to maintain where I am, because I have the understanding that if and when I am not in this situation, I'll find my way back. I'm stronger than I was, even though I feel like I'm back at square one. It takes you going through those life lessons to really digest it. Life can change at any moment for you in the most incredible ways. Allow it to happen. Just stay humble and stay present. Don't let silly little things in this life prevent you from enjoying happiness, prevent you from going out with your friends if you have an insecurity. Don't let these insecurities and sadness and moments that feel hopeless stop you from knowing that there is an end to it. There is an end to the sadness. There is a light at the end. It's so hard to see it sometimes, and it takes you going through something hard to know that there's an end, and once you're through it, you will never be the same person again. And with all this being said, if something is meant for you, it'll find you. Just because something leaves your life, if it is meant for you, it'll find you. Something might seem so far gone, and if it's really for you, it'll come back to you. Just because something is over doesn't mean it's really over. You don't know the reason for things until later down the line sometimes. I didn't get that role, but it led me to a role that I was meant to get. You didn't get that job because you were meant to get a different job. With all this being said, happy motherfucking Halloween, bitches. Love life, find the little things in this life, and don't stress. God, don't stress. Everything in this life is gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. You stay who you are, you stay humble, you stay grateful, and just know that it will be okay. Then it will be okay. That's kind of it, you know? You know it'll be okay, fine, it'll be okay. Easy, easy. Oh, God, I wish life was that easy. Just saying it and just knowing it. Fortunately for me, it takes me going through something to actually digest what I'm saying. With all this being said, I absolutely adore you guys, and I'm excited to be back. Happy Halloween, and I cannot believe I've been doing a podcast for a year now. What the heck? I will see you on the other side. Bye.